Right, so we're live again. We're back with part 2. We've managed to get the magic number to 5, and we're just going to put the last bottle in now, so we'll have a look at some live data. So
we're on 5.
Yeah.
We reckon that it'll click the 6 on this one, but might be wrong. So you can see the gist of it. Because the ignition's on, it's recognising the increase in level. There we go, 6.
brilliant.
So there's a splash left to go in there, that's it, empty, and it's only just clicked to 6.
Right,
so we haven't overfilled it, we haven't spilt a drop, we haven't had any non-start warnings on the dash because everyone wants an easier life, so just top her up on a quiet day.
Right, okay. And how easy is it to get that bottle off, mate? Let's come round here and have a...
That's it.
That's it.
Not a drop, nice and clean.
Brilliant.
So you said before, you really don't want that stuff. Wherever drop the ball on that pipe and you tie it up where they've mounted that.
Yeah.
Again, we had a car in last week where it's in the boot.
Yeah.
And there's Adblue everywhere. You know, you don't want that stuff, but especially near a wiring harness and a control module there, you know. So there we go. Never spilt a drop, and we'll keep that. That stays in the workshop. We'll just refill that.
Yeah.
Again, test before we, test the next batch of Adblue, fill it up, and that's it. Cap back on.
No dramas.
No drama. It's job done. So
yeah. What other bits and pieces do you do as part of your routine maintenance?
I am going to use, because obviously people see this. Usually this truck's always on the road, but through lockdown, changed the way of work. I'm not visiting anyone.
Yeah.
So I've used a tank of fuel in about 7 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Where normally that would be every week burn the tank of fuel. So I've been using some JLM. I'll go and get it and I'll show you some of the JLM catalytic exhaust cleaner, just to keep that DPF nice and clean.
Brilliant. Yeah.
So we'll have a look and check, because I haven't looked at that for a while. So
awesome. Yeah, this Darren's pickup, it's absolutely lovely, isn't it? Yeah, automatic. Yeah, you've got a special booster seat for him because he's only got little legs. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool little motor, that. Just telling everybody about it. Yeah.
I knew you would say that without even hearing you.
Yeah.
Why's it got steps on, Steve?
Yeah.
Because I've only got little legs, I can't get in without the steps.
That's it. Yeah, we've told him about your little booster cushion as well.
Stuff on a serious note, the stuff I use there, this to help keep the DPF clean, but this is a preventative measure, because obviously there's different types of additives. This has got a DPF regenerator in it. It's also got ejector cleaner in it and stuff like that. But you can't put a preventative measure like a regenerator in a DPF to do it. That's
so what's the label on the can, mate?
So that one there is catalytic exhaust cleaner. The reason I use that one, JLM do a brilliant Regen Plus, which is a DPF regenerator, but this combines their injector cleaner with there. So obviously on this, it's just more sense to run this through fairly regular. It helps clean injectors, keep the vehicle running clean. Again, easier life, isn't it? If you don't wait till things clog up. So that's a preventative measure. It's not a DPF cleaner. They do a separate DPF cleaner that's cerium and platinum based, which works at a lower temperature. This stuff actually helps increase exhaust temperatures when driving around the town. So that's kept this and Lindsay's car clean throughout lockdown. Anywhere,
And what's the key to that is to not overdose it.
Always read the bottle. Never leave the science to the scientists, isn't it? We're not clever enough to work at the science, but it's important that we use it at the correct measures, So obviously I deliver JLM's product trading to their global market, and done training with our chemists and stuff like that. Lubrication, everything's taken into account. So we've all done it where we'll just whack a bottle in a fuel filter or something like that, but we really shouldn't. So check how much fuel, put it in, so I've got 3/4 of a tank of fuel there, so that's absolutely fine for this. But on a passenger car, you really want to be putting an additive in to a full tank of fuel.
Okay. Let's
but this stuff, we'll pop the fuel cap and we'll keep it going. Before I didn't need the steps then, because I didn't have to get all the way in.
You weren't climbing in.
But going in the back's a bit of a problem. That's why it's always empty. So I don't lock the back. I'm not tall enough to actually listening to pick up. But I feel really tall when I'm driving. I feel really tall and high up.
Oh, right. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I bought this pickup just to make me feel tall when I'm on the road.
Brilliant. So people that have DPF problems, obviously you're probably the person that's done the most successful DPF assessments and cleans in the UK. How many have you done roughly over the last few years?
Over 5,000 now, DPF repairs.
And that's in your workshop here at Energy Tuning, yeah?
Humble little workshop, and that's one way, one lab, yeah.
And if people want to get in touch with their local DPF doctor, their local accredited specialist,
there we go. DPF-doctor.com. If they're not on there, they're not a genuine one. We have a lot of people use our name to gain work, a lot of fake ones, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you need to use a fake name to gain business, it tells you. Genuine one, they're on the website.
Alright, brilliant.
We've got an interactive search on there, find your nearest guy. They're all proper people.
Yeah.
You know, so there we go. Bit of that in the tank, that'll help keep it clean.
Bit of the good stuff.
Bit of the good stuff, you know, so that's why we use it. JLM, they're like us, they're a small specialist company, Dutch company, great people, but they're just, everything's real tier 1, high quality. That's what it says in the tin, you know, so
that's it.
And that'll keep us clean.
Yeah. And a lot of people say that why do you advertise the brand that you use? Because other people can just go and buy it. Why?
It's a tool in the box. It's a tool in the box. Like you add on training and scopes and stuff like that. It doesn't mean because I've got a Pico scope or same snap-on scope as you that I can use it with the same ability.
Yeah.
The JLM is for me you know, it's first class product that I rely on time and time again, but it's only a very small part of the job.
Yeah, it's the technician, not the tool.
Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In the area, we're well known. We're local garages. We work with a lot of them. You know, they trust us to get the bottom of the problem and stuff like that. If they want to use, you know, if people want to use JLM, I'd rather they bought that than something else. It supports them. They're brilliant people, good company.
Yeah.
It's just a tool in the box. It's when we need to clean it, we rely on it. But for me, I use it no differently. You would only use a good quality spanner, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's no different than having that good quality spanner or socket or whatever that you need. So when we lay our hands on it, it does the job.
Right.
It's a small part of the job.
Right. Awesome.
Why we don't hide, we don't pretend we'll have our own chemical product, because I'm not a chemist. I would be being false. I'm a, you know, I'm a techie. You know, I fix cars.
Yeah.
I'm not clever enough to be a scientist.
Right. Let's have a look at this Artipad in action. See what sort of data coverage it's got.
Put this away and wash my hands.
Let's have a look at what sort of data coverage we get on the old Artipad. Alright, mate. What, should we crack on it tonight as well?
Yeah, I'm going to square this lot away with you and Neil back, and then you can get up some stuff.
So there's 277 data pads. Yeah, I think it had catalyst pressure, didn't it? Yeah. So we're looking there at EGR positions, battery current, catalyst differential pressure, exhaust gas temperature.
There
you go. So, what's that, 8 millibar?
Yeah. So in the grand scheme of things, this vehicle hasn't been out of town in good 4 months now. So by using regularly the catalytic exhaust cleaner, this will be the third bottle I've used over the space of 4 months. Yeah. So that's kept me nice and clean, hasn't it?
Yeah. So
that'll come down now. If I check that next week, that might be down to 3 or 4, 4 or 5, something like that. So I was due to put one in, so it hasn't had one in for about 4 to 6 weeks. Same with water, that vehicle, it's never been anywhere. We've used that regular, and it's just kept it.
Awesome.
You see, because it's got a regenerator in there, and it helps it regen over a shorter space of time.
Let's see if we got any fault codes in there. No trouble codes.
That's why I bought a Toyota. We need to just, if we go to Australia, we have to take an Artipad, I think, maybe for us.
Yeah, well, look at these. Look at all these activations you've got on here.
Yeah, there's loads of...
So again, for the guys that were on the train yesterday, we're on about doing relative compression tests on diesels. Check the cylinder compression. What'll that do? That'll actually cut the injectors to save you disconnecting anything. The tank heater, we can check that. We can change the pilot volumes, test for fuel leaks, all that sort of stuff. What special functions has it got? Oh, look at that. Set your readiness, reset your memories, pilot learning, cranking reset.
Catalyst and DPF. Forget they're there because too many people press them.
Don't do the resets unless you've done the work.
Otherwise we're phoning you up and tell you that it's damaged.
There's some good coverage on that, mate, isn't there?
Yeah, it's impressive. Bear in mind this is a facelift model as well, it's a 2019 model. So we've plenty data, plenty relearns.
So obviously this is my Artipad, this is the one that I've got, but you've actually got one as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So we've got it, and I only use this when I'm filling up the Hilux, so just got good coverage, it's in there, it's nice and quick. But good, really happy like that as well, that's one of the things.
Well I've had mine 18 months, 2 years, something like that, and I've not charged it 18 times.
It's one of them, we're on probably far too, it's like women's shoes, with Diag tools in here, we've got far too many, and that's one that would only think about being on charge all the time, it can lie around for days and then we'll grab it and it's still got plenty charging it, so that's one of its really strong features,
Awesome. Right, well, on that note, tell me about DPF doctors. Are you looking for more doctors?
Yes and no, we're always looking for the right people.
Yeah.
We're not corporate, and the same as anybody else in the network that fix cars. We want the right people. We've got to be invested in ourselves. No magic fixes, there's no quick, easy buck or anything like that. So we get the right people who are invested in their business, they don't mind buying diet equipment when they need it, and they want to come and learn and come and train and stuff like that. And we'd love to speak to them because we are looking at expanding where maybe it's likely we'll expand into a couple other countries next year as well. So but only if it's the right people. We're not interested in big numbers, we're interested in the right numbers.
Is there a skill level? Is there like a skill level or what are attitude requirements?
Attitude. Yeah. A lot of people are in us, as you know, we already have a good understanding of DPFs. Possibly a little bit too much theory based, and we're the complete opposite. What happens with molecules and all that sort of stuff, it's irrelevant. We just up everyone's game on like different softwares and real world stuff that so the skill level, it's nice when someone's up there. But if they come here, it helps it. If they come here with an open mind and they want to learn, then they'll be as good as they want to be. Same as people that come on your training. I was on your course this week, and I learned loads. I think anyone that's got that attitude, nobody knows everything. We're only good at our little bubble. We're good at what okay, but it doesn't mean that we know everything or we're better than other people. We're not.
Right,
so just
okay.
the attitude is everything for me.
Yeah, and the training and the
People-
technical support comes as part of the package, right?
Yeah. That's why when people ask if it's why, you know, training and stuff like that, the training is free to all our members. They do pay a monthly fee. That's our wages. We don't supply the ongoing chemicals. The GLM comes direct from the supplier.
Right.
We don't supply it, so our income is our monthly fee. For that, you get full-time, 5 days a week tech support, online support forum, and obviously the training. People can come back every few months, you know. So
Brilliant.
it's all just part of being part of the team, really. You know? So,
Awesome.
but it's all about attitude. For me, if you want to be good, you'll be good. And that's as simple as that. You know, you want things right, and you're going to want to better yourself. And so that's what we want. People come with an open mind and have a good attitude, you know.
Brilliant, awesome.
You know,
Right, well on that note, the wind's getting up and Kevin's just said that we can't hear anything because of the microphone, so I'm really sorry about that. I have got a Rode mic, but I forgot to put it on the phone before I started filming, so my fault, my bad, I'm very, very sorry. So thanks for watching, you're awesome, and don't forget, that was Darren's little thumb, and don't forget, diagnosticconnections.co.uk for all your aftermarket stuff. Really, really good sponsors, supporters, partners. They're just awesome guys, so get in touch with them and see what they can do for you. Thanks for watching, you're awesome.